guys, this is Haley. Today we're going to be doing a deep stretch yoga class. It should hopefully feel amazing on your body as you're getting all those great twists in to help with detoxification. So let's get started on our mats in child's pose. Knees out wide, send the arms out long, big toes to touch behind you. And just sort of settle in here, start to press into those palms. Give the shoulders a nice little stretch. With every inhale, I want you to walk your fingertips out about an inch further, and every exhale, pull the hips back. Nice active stretching here. Inhale, walk the fingertips out. Exhale, pull the hips back. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, release out the mouth. And now seal the lips and begin to take inhales and exhales through your nose here. Just settling in a few more deep breaths. Take one more inhale here. And on your exhale, walk your hands to the right. Put the left hand over the right, and then drive that left shoulder towards the ground, stretching out that lat. With every exhale, sink that left shoulder a little deeper towards the ground. I love taking active stretches here, getting a little deeper with every exhale. On your next inhale, walk your hands back through center. And then exhale, walk the hands to the left, put the right hand over that left hand, and then drive that right shoulder towards the ground. On your next inhale, walk back through center. I want you to lift the hips now. We're going to come into puppy dog pose. You're going to tent the fingertips and then sink the shoulders down. You can sway side to side here. Take a few deep breaths. This just is a little deeper of a shoulder stretch. Lay the palms to flat. On your next inhale, reach the right arm up towards the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle. Send that right arm through that left side. Try and stack that left shoulder on top of the right. You're welcome to go for a bind here. Lift the left arm up and then wrap it around that back. Try to get the inside of that right thigh. Release the bind if you took it. Inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle. Send it through that left side. Try and stack those shoulders. If you took the bind on the other side, you can take it on this one. Right arm reaches up. And then try to grab the inside of that left thigh, pulling that right shoulder towards the ceiling. Release the bind if you took it. Come to tabletop. Let's get some cat-cows in here. Loosen up the spine. Inhale, cow pose, chest lifts. Drop that belly button. Exhale, cat, round the spine. Tuck your chin. Few more here, breath to movement. Inhale, cat, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Come to neutral tabletop here, back nice and flat. Flip the palms around just so the fingertips are facing your knees, and then gently pull back here. We're stretching out the forearms, just nice and gentle. You can pulse a little bit as you pull the hips back. Flip the hands back around. Take one more inhale. Exhale, down dog. Lift the hips up and back. Press down through the pads of your fingers here. You can walk your dog out for the first down dog. Bend one knee and then the other. Inhale, lift to the toes. Exhale, sink through the knees and then pull the hips back. Deepen this down dog. Let's take a few rolling planks here. So next inhale, ripple forward, high plank, shoulder stack over wrists. Drop your knees to a hover, and then on the exhale, pull the hips back. We're gonna make a nice wave motion here. So inhale, ripple forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a few more here at your own pace, connecting that breath to movement. I always get a nice cracks in my ankles here, my feet start to wake everything up. On your next exhale, stay in down dog. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, release out the mouth. On your next inhale, lift through the toes. And then on your exhale, walk your feet towards your hands here. They should stay about hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows for round dog pose and just let your upper half hang heavy. Maybe keep a nice bend in your knees here, releasing any tension in the low back. And shake your head yes, and then no, releasing any tension in the neck and the jaw. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. Walk the feet out slightly wide so your big toes are at the edge of the mat, and then squat down for yogi squat. Hands come to heart center here. You can use your elbows to drive those knees out. Really try and keep that chest nice and lifted. On your next inhale, plant your right hand. Lift that left hand towards the sky. Open up that chest to the left side. You're welcome to take a bind here. Wrap that right arm around your knee. Left arm comes to meet. Try and keep that chest nice and lifted the whole time. Switch sides when you're ready. Inhale, left hand plants, right hand reaches up. And then maybe go for that bind. I love this stretch. We're getting into the low back. Feels so good. Let's come back through center. One more big inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, lift the hips, walk the feet to touch. On your next inhale, halfway lift, hands come to your shin or upper thighs. Keep a nice flat back here. Maybe you come onto your toes, getting a nice stretch in those hamstrings. One more inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands to clasp at your low back. On your next inhale, halfway lift, pull the shoulders back. And then exhale, forward fold. Bring those hands overhead. A nice shoulder stretch here. Deep inhales with every exhale. Just let your hands sink a little deeper towards the mat. Bring your hands to your low back before releasing. On the next inhale, mountain pose, rise up, arms reach overhead. And on the exhale, drop your right arm. We're gonna sway to that right side. Maybe look up towards that left hand, pulling that left hip towards that left side. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left arm drops, sway to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend, lift through the chest. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, just step back first to your high plank. Then as you exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. We're just gonna come into baby cobra here. So tops of the feet come to the ground. Inhale, lift through the chest, light touch in your fingertips here, not using our hands to lift. And then exhale, down dog. Hips come up and back. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth. Inhale, look to your hands, come high on your toes. Exhale, step or jump to the front of your mat. Landing nice and light. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, arms rise up. Exhale, curtsy swing to the right. So you're gonna grab your left wrist, left foot steps behind, and then pull that left wrist to the right side. Inhale, back through center, switch out the hands. Exhale, curtsy sway to the left. Pull that right wrist to the left. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Inhale to rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga this time. High to low plank. Your way to downward facing dog. Maybe take a nice up dog here, baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth, let it go. Inhale, right heel reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Maybe take some hip circles here. Both directions. Inhale, back through three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Step the right foot between your hands. We're gonna drop that back knee here for a modified crescent. Inhale, arms reach overhead. And exhale, cactus the arms. Sink a little deeper into that hip here. You should feel it in that left hip flexor. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, modified revolved crescent. So bring the hands to heart center. Left hand to the outside of that right knee and feel that nice twist here. With every exhale, twist a little deeper towards your right side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, hamstring stretch. So we're going to plant the hands, pull the hips back. You can wiggle that right foot a little bit, point and flex. Nice active stretching here. Now we're going to keep that left hand planted as we inhale, twist open to the right. Right arm reaches towards the sky. Feel a nice stretch in your IT band here. I don't know if nice is the right word for it. I know it's always super tight and painful for me. One more inhale, reach the right fingertips up a little higher. Exhale, release the hand to the mat. Back to that hamstring stretch. Inhale, back through our modified crescent here. We're going to come into runner's lunge. So walk that right foot out. Toes are going to face in about a 45-degree angle here. Drop that right knee out towards the right. We can stay on our palms here, maybe drop to our forearms. Just let the hips sink nice and low. You're welcome to take a quad stretch here. So keep that left arm planted. Right hand is going to reach around towards that left foot. And try drawing it just as close to your hamstring as you can. Maybe kind of pulse it a little bit. It's a nice shoulder opener too. Nice and slow, release that left foot if you took the bind. Plant the hands. Inhale, three-legged dog. Right heel reaches up and back. And exhale, down dog. We're going to switch sides here. Inhale, left heel reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Take those circles here that you took on the other side. Inhale, back through three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps through. Drop that back knee here for our modified crescent. Arms reach overhead, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, sink a little lower. Feel that stretch in your right hip flexor this time. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, revolved crescent here, hands through heart center. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Every exhale, twist a little deeper. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, plant the hands, hamstring stretch. Pull those hips back. Point and flex that left foot here, just like you did on the other side. Kind of settle into this posture. Now we're going to plant the right palm. Inhale, twist open to the left. Left fingertips reach towards the sky. Just a few deep breaths here. Maybe you notice a difference in this stretch here from side to side. Totally normal. One more inhale, lift the fingertips. Exhale, plant the hands, come back into our modified crescent here. We're gonna come into our runner's lunge, so plant both hands. Walk that left foot out a little bit, and then either stay on those palms or drop to your forearms here. If you took that quad stretch on the other side, take it here. Left arm reaches around, grabs that right foot. Pulling it as close to our hamstring as we can. Release the foot, plant the left hand. Inhale, three-legged dog. Left heel reaches up and back. And exhale, down dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth, let it go. Inhale, ripple forward, high plank. And then exhale to forearm plank. So we're gonna drop to our forearms. Fingertips facing forward here, elbows, shoulders, distance. And then we're gonna walk into dolphin pose. So walk your feet just as close to your elbows as you can. Keeping those hips nice and high. Just a few deep breaths here. Nice shoulder strengthener. When you're ready, walk the feet back through forearm plank. Big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Release the hands by your sides here. We're gonna come into locust pose. So on the next inhale, lift your chest, lift your feet off the ground. Squeeze those pinkies together, squeezing the shoulder blades. Feet come nice and close. Just lifting through the chest here, nice neutral gaze. One more inhale, lift as high as you can. Exhale, lower your left ear to the mat. Take a few natural breaths here. You can sway the hips side to side, release any tension in that low back. Bring the head back through center. We're gonna set up for bow pose. So bend at the knees, reach around, grab the outside of your feet or your ankles. And then on your next inhale, lift up. Focus on squeezing those knees together here. Maybe you rock forward and back a little bit, massaging the belly. One more inhale, lift as high as you can. And exhale, lower that right ear to the mat now. Feel free to windshield wiper out the legs, side to side. Bring the feet to stillness behind you, head back through center. We're gonna set up for a few rolling baby cobras here. So bring your hands right in front of you. You're gonna be about rib distance here. On the next inhale, lift your chest up, and exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up, maybe a little higher. Exhale, lower back down. Take a few more here. Maybe with every inhale, you're lifting about an inch higher than you were before. Feel free to take wide arm rolling baby cobras here. Tent out those fingertips, arms nice and wide off the mat. Bring your hands close to your body now. We're going to come through upward facing dog. Next inhale, lift up. Press to the tops of your feet here, lifting your knees off the ground. Roll the shoulders down your back. Big inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips come up and back. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release out the mouth, let it go. Next inhale, three-legged dog. Right heel reaches high. Exhale, half pitch and bring your right knee to the back of your right wrist. That foot stays nice and flexed here. Always option to bring a block or maybe a pillow underneath your hip. Or you can come into figure four on your back if that's a little more comfortable. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, walk your hands out in front of you for sleeping pigeon. For a little deeper of a stretch here, really press down through that left leg. Feel those hips even out. Option to stay here, come into mermaid if you want an additional quad stretch. You'll lift through the chest. You're gonna bend at that left knee, reach around with your left arm, try and hook that foot in your elbow crease. And then right arm reaches up and back behind your head, clasping those hands, try and keep those shoulders facing nice and forward. Just a few more deep breaths here. Release any bind you took. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Inhale, lift through the chest. And exhale, down dog. Step the right foot back. Inhale, left heel reaches high, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon on the left. Sweep that left knee through. Left foot stays nice and flexed here. Inhale, lift through the chest. And exhale, walk the hands out, sleeping pigeon. If you took any other variation on the other side, like mermaid, feel free to come into that now. You're gonna bend that right leg, reach around with the right arm, hook that foot, and then grab that left palm here. Once you feel even from side to side, you can walk your hands back towards your hips, lift through the chest, and exhale, down dog. Left foot steps back. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your hands to lie on your toes. Exhale, step or jump forward. We're going to come to a seat on our mat here. Legs out long in front of us for just a seated forward fold. So come high on your sit bones. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, fold forward. We're gonna lead with our chest here. Maybe keep a nice bend in your knees as you work to get your chest towards your thighs, and then release the head. We want to keep a nice long spine here. Feel that nice stretch in your low back. Feel free to point and flex the toes here, bend the knees, give them a little wiggle. Just a few more deep breaths. And you'll come back up to seated. We're gonna come into a wide-legged fold now. So just as wide as you can. Oh, no need to force it in here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, walk the hands out in front of you, just as low as you can. Trying to get that chest towards the ground. Keep those feet nice and flexed here. Try and keep those big toes pointing up towards the ceiling. We can walk the hands towards the left. And then towards the right. Come back through center. Come back up through seated. So now we're gonna come bend at that right knee. Bring your foot into the inside of your left thigh. Just a little deeper hamstring stretch here in that left leg. Inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. See if you can sink a little deeper into that left thigh. And you'll come back through seated. Switch out the legs. Bend at that left knee here. Bring that left foot into the thigh of your right leg. Inhale, lift high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come back through seated. Bring both legs out in front of you. And then exhale, slowly lower onto your back, one vertebra at a time. We're gonna set up for bridge pose. So bend at the knees, bring your heels as close to that booty as you can. Fingertips should be able to grasp those heels here. And on your next inhale, you're gonna lift through the hips, drive through those left heels, maybe roll onto your shoulders here, clasp your hands at your low back. And just take a few deep breaths here, keeping those hips as high to the ceiling as you can. One more inhale. Exhale, lower back down to the mat. Nice and slow. Option for one more bridge here, or you can come into the wheel. Bring your hands overhead. On your next inhale, lift up for a nice back bend. Really push through your chest here. You want a little deeper shoulder stretch. Feel free to drop down to your forearms. Still pushing your chest through your shoulders. One more big inhale. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your mat. All right, so now we're gonna come into our shoulder stand here. So on your next inhale, you're gonna lift your hips up, bring your hands at your low back. See if you can stack those hips over your shoulders. Keep a nice space here though, between your chin and your chest. You want a nice long spine. Make sure your gaze is staying up towards your feet, not moving your head side to side, just to protect your neck. On your next exhale, try lowering your feet overhead.
See if they touch the ground behind you for plow pose. If they do, you're welcome to bend your knees here. Try squeezing your head with your knees for Deaf Man's pose. Just a little deeper back stretch. We'll come back the way we came. So inhale, lift the legs back through shoulder stand. And then exhale, slowly lower one vertebra at a time. We'll come into fish pose here just to counteract that stretch. So feet out long behind you. Up under those forearms, fingertips facing your hips. Inhale, lift through the chest. Exhale, drop that head back. Inhale, lift through your head. Exhale, slowly lower onto your back here. Let's go into reclined butterfly. So bring the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide, left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Come back to our natural breath here. Feel the natural rise and fall of your stomach as you breathe. Next inhale, bring your knees to close. Let's come to figure four on your back. So we're going to stamp that right foot across our left thigh here, keeping that right foot nice and flexed. Let's use our hands, grab behind that left thigh, pull it a little closer, maybe give a little rock side to side here. Take one more big inhale. And on your exhale, keeping your legs as they are, drop your legs to the left side. So we're going to try to get that right foot to hit that ground here. Just a nice little stretch on that right hip flexor. Inhale, come back through center. Switch out the legs, stamp that left foot across. First come into our figure four, bring that thigh as close to you as you can. Give a little rock side to side. And then on your next exhale, drop your legs towards that right side. And your next inhale, come back through center, bring both knees into your chest, give them a nice squeeze. Maybe make little circles with your knees here. Rocking out that pelvic bowl. Now we're going to take eagle leg. So you're going to drape that right leg over your left, just hooking it once over the knee. Take a big inhale. Exhale, drop the legs towards your left. Just a little deeper supine twist here. Option to drop that head to your right side. Maybe look at those fingertips. Just deep in the stretch. Take a few deep breaths. On your next inhale, bring the knees back through center. Switch out the legs, left leg over right, big inhale. Exhale, drop those legs to your right side. Maybe look over your left shoulder this time. Inhale, come back through center. Give both knees one more big squeeze. Maybe forehead comes to your knees. Big inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Lower everything down to the mat here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Let everything go. Just let everything sink heavy into the mat here in this nice restorative posture. Thank your body for all that it's done and all that it's doing. If you have the time, please stay in this posture for as long as you would like. But if you are ready to get on with your day, you can begin bringing some life back into your fingertips and your toes. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Big full body stretch. On your exhale, roll into either side. Using your arm as a pillow here. When you're ready, come up to a seated position. Eyes can stay closed or maybe just keep a nice soft gaze. Deep inhale. Exhale, release out the mouth. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I said, if you are still in Shavasana, please enjoy it. Spend as much time in that posture as you can. It's so restorative. And I will see you guys next time.